Thank you very much, Shane Beach, tonight's public address announcer. I'm John Arter along with Tom Kendra, ready to bring you game 2 tonight. The women's basketball team winning 62-38 over Jackson to solidify their spot in the state championship after taking the Western Conference crown. Jayhawk men's team has some work to do if they want to host the district game, Tom.
Yes, they do, but they've been playing well. I kind of wrote them off for dead a few weeks ago. They were really struggling. Now they've won 4 in a row. Let's see if we can make it 5 here, John.
There's a tip controlled by Jackson. Bruce. Over here in the far wing to Surface. Nicholson. Down low. Reverse layup is up and good by Davis.
Earlier today, the MCC women clinched a Western Conference championship. Just last year, the MCC men won the Western Conference championship. We've been kind of spoiled. Some very good basketball in recent years here at Bartels Road.
A good tribute to the Jayhawk coaches and also athletic director Marty McDermott. Kirkland on the three-point bucket. We have a whistle underneath. Kirkland called for his foul. Davis to the line, shooting 2. Davis misses both. Diaz with the rebound. Josh Smith. Pass into Mahan. Mahan. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Muskegon.
5 Jayhawks were honored, John, before this game on sophomore night for their final regular season game. Daryl Kirkland, Jaquavion Stuckey, Dylan Mulder, Sergio Diaz, and Miguel Mahan, the 5 Jayhawk sophomores.
And they have very impressive stats for their 2 years here at MCC with still 1 or 2 games to go. Now Stuckey. Diaz, top of the key, 3! Jayhawks lead 6-2 after a couple trays here in the first half.
Diaz, he's averaging 15 points a game, and he's the top 3-point shooter for the Jayhawks. He's averaging 3 triples a game.
Down low, Davis converts. Josh Smith commits a foul. Davis converts the 3-point play. Jayhawks 6, Keenan Davis 5. He has all 5 points for the Jets. Mahan. Turnaround jumper is good. He backs his defender up and puts that nice one-hander up and in. Thomas. Davis. 3-point shot is good by Bruce. We're tied at 8. Josh Smith. Davis with the rebound.
This has the makings of a good game, John.
Yes.
Jackson at 10-6, just a half game behind the Jayhawks. Nice block there.
Yes, it was. Now Kirkland again for 3.
There's Daryl Kirkland MCC's leading scorer out of Muskegon High School is averaging 21.4 points a game. He can shoot the three, John, and he can also strong driving the ball to the basket. A good all-around game.
You're right. You go out there and guard him out there by the line, and he'll drive right by you.
That's right.
Mahan with a rebound. Stuckey. Diaz follows his shot, gets the rebound, right back up there to Kirkland. Now Diaz from behind the line. No, the tip is up and good. Stuckey.
Well, Stuckey, the little guy there, generously listed at 5'11", knifed in and tipped that ball in.
Reverse layup by Surface. Tom, you see some of these guys in their street clothes, and you say, oh, yeah, they look fine and in shape, but they can jump out of this gym.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what. And quick as a cat.
Yeah, great athletic ability. Always has been in the men's community college ranks in Michigan. Some very athletic players.
Nice drive there by Kirkland. Defensive men got in front of him but had his back turned, and whichever way he went, Kirkland went the other way and for an easy lay-in. Oh, another nice block by Mahan. Now Surface. Kicks it back out to Bruce. 8 on the shot clock. Surface, three-point shot is good.
And that block by Mahan, John, they mentioned in the pregame, Miguel Mahan out of Baldwin, one of the top shot blockers in the country.
Fouls on Thomas. That's the first foul on Jackson. Diaz the line to shoot 3 as he was behind the arc. In and out. Makes the second.
Hey, that job. Josh, you got new. You got 5. 30's out. Gallon 22.
1 of 3.
Stop ball, stop ball.
Mahan with a rebound. Tremaine Galladay in there for Jackson. Played his ball at Muskegon High School.
I remember watching him play for Keith Guy.
Mahan with his shot blocked. Now Galladay. Ball nearly stolen away. Good hustle by both teams. Now Thomas, three-point shot. Rebounded by Diaz. Good hustle. Now Stuckey. Ball is stolen away. Galladay. With the drive, lays it up and in.
Nice take by the former Big Red there, John.
Josh Smith finishes on the other end for the Jayhawks. Galladay, three-point shot. Off the back of the iron. Mahan there for the Jayhawks. Josh Smith. Thomas rebound. In the corner. There's the release. It does not go for Nicholson. Kirkland will slow it down, give it to Stuckey. As Stuckey gets across the midcourt line. Kirkland. There's a couple of trays here in the first half. Stuckey passes on the tray. 5 on the shot clock. Steps back. Thomas with the rebound. Ooh, what a nice block there by Diaz.
Oh, what athletic ability by Diaz. Blocking it without fouling.
Kirkland, a little bit short. Nice rebound there by Stuckey. Whoa! Flips it right there to Josh Smith, and he puts it in.
I tell you, DeQuavion Stuckey out of Grand Rapids Union, one of the craftiest, most creative players I've seen in a while. He's got a knack for getting people the ball. He's the leading assist man for MCC, averaging 7 assists a game.
There's another block by Mahan. Now Galladay from the side hits a three-pointer.
5 quick points for Jermaine Galladay out of Muskegon High School. 2 Big Reds going at it here. It's Daryl Kirkland against Jermaine Galladay.
Diaz leans in. Count the bucket. We'll see the call here. Do not count the bucket. That's on Diaz. Player control foul. Diaz's first foul.
That was close, John. It was one of those calls that could have gone either way.
Yes.
This one goes against the Jayhawks.
Good to see former Jayhawk basketball coach here in attendance, Gene Gifford. Galladay, rebounded by Mulder. Pass right ahead. John Ivory. Good look again, an assist by Stuckey. Thomas, rebounded by Mulder. Josh Smith on the far wing. Stuckey with the drive. Jackson ball. Aaron Vile checks in for Stuckey. Aaron out of Fruitport High School. Basket is good by Surface.
First-year coach Jimmy Booth going to his bench a little bit sooner than normal tonight. Again, it's a product of playing 3 games in 5 days. Jayhawks look a little bit tired.
Pass ahead, and Osborne trying to save it. It's Jayhawk ball. Just past the midway point of the first half. 2-point lead for the Jayhawks. Ooh, there's a steal by Thomas. Thomas thinking about going for the jam and was denied by Mulder. Hopefully Mulder did not get hurt.
Landed hard there, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he telegraphed that pass.
Yes, you're right. Brandon Thomas at the line shooting 2. Thomas good on the first. He makes them both. And we have a timeout on the floor. Coach Jimmy Booth wants to call a timeout, talk things over. 9:38 left to go first half. We're tied at 22. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. We thank you very much for joining us for Jayhawk basketball here on MCC TV and also streamed on the World Wide Web on the Jayhawk website. Now Stuckey. Top of the key. Now Kirkland for three. His third tray of the night.
Kirkland really playing well. John Arter, he's the leader of this team. 21 points a game, 5 assists. Off to a great start tonight.
Yes, he is. 11 points. Brandon Thomas working on Ivory, leans in. Shot doesn't go. No whistle. Kirkland ahead to Mulder along the baseline. Mulder kicks it back out to Stuckey. Stuckey behind the back pass to Mulder. Off the iron. Thomas with the rebound. Now Galladay. Nice block there by Josh Smith. Stuckey leans in, puts it up and in. Did a great job of keeping himself between the ball and his opponent.
Yeah, he sure did. And took a pretty good body blow, no call though.
Yes. Three-point shot launched. Stuckey checked that. Kirkland with the rebound and quickly gives it to Mulder for the jam.
Great look ahead there by the Jayhawks. Dylan Mulder on the breakout for the jam.
Jayhawks lead now 7 points here in the first half. Thomas off the iron, ball's tipped out. Ivory wins the jump, but then he loses it right there to Galladay. And the Jets in the offensive set. On the near wing, Bruce in and out. Ivory with the rebound. Stuckey dishes it right to surface. It's a steal. A little 3-on-1 break. And laying it up and in is Bruce, and he's fouled. Mulder called for his second foul. Diaz checks back into the game. And Bruce completes the three-point play. Mulder is fouled before he shot. Thomas called for his second foul.
We mentioned MCC men have won 4 games in a row coming into today. There was a point there a few weeks ago where it looked like the Jayhawks may not even qualify for the district tournament at all. Now, with a win tonight, they can clinch a home game next Tuesday night in the district tournament. So quite a job by first-year coach Jimmy Booth keeping the team together, coming out of that late losing streak, and now putting together a nice win streak here at the end of the year.
Yes, another win streak. They had 7 wins in a row early in the season, and as you mentioned, dropped 6, and now they're sitting on a 4-game winning streak and can make it 5 tonight, as you mentioned. 29-25. In the corner. 3-point shot is good by Nicholson. 1-point Jayhawk lead. Diaz. Josh Smith gets his man down low and puts it in easily off the glass.
Nice drive that time by Smith. Normally he likes to shoot from the outside, but that time put it on the floor. 6'6" freshman from Lansing Waverly. gets the bucket.
Oh, telegraph pass again is a steal there by Thomas. Thomas lays it up and in with a finger roll. Thomas makes them pay for trying to make those football passes the length of the court. Kirkland is fouled. Michael Bruce gets his first foul. Team's third.
What's nice about Kirkland, John, a sophomore from Muskegon High School, is when the Jayhawk offense breaks down, nothing seems to be working. He can take it himself, drive to the hoop, and he often gets to the free throw line.
Darrell makes good on the first.
He's a 70% free throw shooter.
Kirkland good on both. Pass over to Nicholson. Back over to Surface. 12 on the shot clock. Little spin move. And a travel is called as Michael Bruce moves the feet. It's a Jet turnover. Mulder, near wing, hits a tray. Dylan Mulder.
Tell you, John, when he gets set up and shoots, he's a great three-point shooter. He's been a great spark off the bench at times for the Jayhawks. Dylan Mulder.
Thomas. He didn't want any part of Mahan, who was out there on top on Thomas. Now Thomas driving on Mahan, flips it right over to Mulder. Now a 4-on-2 break. Mulder lays it up and in. 7 points off the bench from Dylan Mulder tonight.
Yes, after he made that nice three, that time he took it strong to the basket and wouldn't be denied. All of a sudden the Jayhawks lead by 8.
Brandon Thomas leaves it there for Nicholson. Nicholson lays it up and in on the reverse layup. And we have a timeout by Jackson. 3:50 left to go first half. Jayhawks lead by 6, 38-32. We'll be right back. Thank you to the Jayhawk Sound for entertaining the crowd here during timeouts. And thank you to the MCC TV crew doing a great job here again tonight. Eric Taylor, he's on camera, giving you great shots of all the action, all in the direction of Rod Van Nortwick, our director and producer of Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. Now Mulder on the near wing. Mulder leans in, puts it up and in. Count it. Mulder has really come alive here.
Wow, he certainly has, John. He averages 9.7 points a game. He makes his free throw. He'll be above that already.
That he will. He's at 9 right now. One more will put him in double figures. And he does. (41-32). Bruce, baseline drive, put it in. Kirkland. Diaz has his shot blocked. Bruce picks up the loose ball. Nicholson gets his man up in the air, now on the near wing, off the iron. Mahan with a rebound. Kirkland slows it down. Smith. Jackson the other way. Ooh, a long three-point shot is good by Thomas.
The Jets are slicing into this lead here, John, down to just 4 points here. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Diaz. Sees an opening, lays it up and in. Boy, there's some long strides there getting around his opponent.
Yeah, Diaz, a very versatile player. He's a sophomore from Grand Rapids Union. Second leading scorer for the Jayhawks, 15 points a game. He also grabs 7 rebounds a game.
Nicholson with a layup. Pass into Mahan. Mahan has the ball stripped away and stolen by Nicholson. 3-point shot off the iron. Kirkland goes high to get that rebound. Quick outlet pass to Mulder is stolen by Thomas.
A lot of bad outlet passes tonight for the Jayhawks. I think it's about 3 or 4 that Jackson's picked off.
Josh.
MCC wants to run, but you got to be smart with it.
Right. Smith with the rebound. His shot doesn't go. Nicholson quickly down court. Surface. Gets it to go with a friendly bounce. Last minute of play here in the first half. Josh Smith unable to finish. Jackson with an opportunity to tie the game or take the lead. This trip down. Now Bruce, he takes the lead with a 3.
Wow, John. In all my years of covering basketball, I don't know if I've seen a more streaky team than these Jayhawks. I mean, they long winning streak, long losing streak, and then even within this game itself.
They were just up by 9 a minute ago.
Yeah, they were, and they can kind of go into lulls that are hard to explain. And all of a sudden, Jackson is feeling pretty good about themselves.
Jackson may settle in for the last shot. Shot clock and regulation clock are within 0.4 of each other. Nicholson, 10 on the shot clock. Now the Jayhawks with 2 seconds left. Kirkland. Oh, a long 3-point shot does not go. Did we hear a whistle there on the other side? I think we did.
I think he was clearly fouled there on that 3-point attempt.
That he was. Brandon Thomas commits his 3rd foul right at the buzzer, sending Kirkland to the line to shoot 3. Kirkland's shot wasn't really that far off either for being fouled that far back. Kirkland good with the first free throw. Darrell makes the second, and he'll get one more as he just put the Jayhawks in the lead by 1 with that second shot.
Not sure what the discussion is here, John Arter.
I don't either. I'm not sure either. I think they're trying to verify the regulation clock on the time on the clock of 0.5 seconds. Make sure that they have that right. And
I was hoping they weren't questioning whether it was a 2 or 3 pointer. It was almost barely over half court.
You're right. Now Kirkland on the 3rd shot. He makes all 3. And that'll do it as the buzzer goes off. Muskegon 46, Jackson 44. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.
All right, and we are back here at Bartels Road Gymnasium, where the Jayhawks hold a narrow 46-44 lead. The MCC led by as many as 9 points there in the first half. Jackson rallied to take the lead, and a couple of free throws at the end by Daryl Kirkland gave MCC the lead. Joined as always at halftime here by assistant coach Anthony Crump. And coach, that first half it looked like you had taken control, but I don't know if the team just relaxed a little bit or something, but Jackson all of a sudden right back in the game.
Oh yeah, Jackson's a tough team, man. They can score in quick spurts. Also, we have played 6 games in, I think, 10 days, so kind of got lax and tired. The team set in a little bit, so hopefully we get out here and get some momentum and keep it running.
All right, yeah, you kind of read my mind there, Coach. That was one of my questions. I knew you had played 3 games in 5 days, but I didn't realize it goes further than that. You've been a busy team, traveling a lot. It has to take its toll, especially late in the season like this.
Yeah, late in the season, we had a few games in a row. So practice has been a lot of shooting and conversating, telling them situations and game plan. So you gotta slow down at the end of this season. We also got playoffs next week, so the team set me in. So try to help them out and not practice as hard and also just relax a little bit. But today is like the fatigue set in a little bit.
Well, it's good for you to recognize that as a coach, because sometimes coaches are just pushing. Yeah. Well, you remember you played the game. I remember covering you back in your days at Muskegon High School. And, I was just mentioning, watching all the years I've covered basketball, this Jayhawk team has to be one of the streakiest teams I've seen. At times, you guys are really rolling, playing well, winning, and then other times it seems like there's lulls. You kind of trying to figure out how to make this team get into one of those positive spins here heading into the end of the season.
Yes, pretty much the little fatigue setting in, and at the end of the game, at the end of the halves, people get tired. So the results are usually a little bit different when they're tired and not executing the game plans. It's really been much of the season like that. Try to get over that hump.
But overall, you must be very proud. I mean, there was a time a few weeks ago it looked like the team may not even make the district tournament. Now you've won 4 in a row. If you win tonight, you could wrap up a home game next Tuesday night. How big would that be, being able to open that district tournament right here at home instead of having to go on the road?
Yeah, so I think it was 5 games we talked about that ago. Yeah, we talked about going on a win streak and then hosting a playoff game here. That's been our goal about 5, 6 games ago. So we've been looking forward to that. So that's pretty much the goal right there.
Okay, well, great. Well, hey, let's take care of this last 20 minutes, and then we'll talk to you again on Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Coach. That was Assistant Coach Anthony Crump here of the Jayhawks, who have a 2-point lead here as we begin play here in the second half. John Arter settling back into his seat here, and he'll take over from here.
Nice shot there as Mahan gets things started for the Jayhawks with an easy bucket. Jayhawks with a 4-point lead.
I was talking to Coach Anthony Crump there. I knew they had played 3 games in 5 days. He actually said it goes further than that. They have about 6 games in the last 10 days. So this is a very rough stretch, a tired team. But they're young, John. They can suck it up here for the second half, don't you think?
I think they could. They're nice and young, and they're in shape. I could overhear the huddle there right before the start of the second half. Coach Jimmy Booth talking to the troops saying, hey, we start right now. No easy buckets. We have 20 minutes. Our playoff starts tonight. 20 minutes to go. We need to win tonight to secure home playoff. And he's right. It starts tonight.
Well, you're right, and that's a huge thing. If the Jayhawks win tonight, they would secure a home game.
Yes.
Next Tuesday night in the district tournament. And, at this point in the year, you're sick of road trips. So if you can have another home game, that's huge. That's motivation enough here in the second half.
They get the shot clock back to 25. Stuckey. Strickland into Mahan. Mahan, one-hander, doesn't go. Davis with the rebound. Bruce unable to finish. Stuckey with the ball. Out of bounds. Jackson ball. Tom, one thing I noticed that last trip down, Stuckey was leaning over into Brandon Thomas, who has 3 fouls. Kind of baited him maybe to try to get that 4th foul.
Yeah, very. Again, I like DeQuavion Stuckey. He's a very crafty player, very smart basketball player, and yeah, I think that's exactly what he was doing.
Now Thomas. Little pass over to Nicholson. 10 on the shot clock. Thomas leans in. Off the glass is good.
I saw you at halftime, John, talking to Gene Gifford, the former coach here at MCC.
Yes.
But thankfully, you also made a trip to the concession stand. I see a couple
I
of
did.
Snickers bars.
I'll let you take your pick.
Yeah, I had to skip dinner tonight, so that Snickers
There you go.
is,
good energy.
there
Good
we go.
energy. Nicholson. Ball's tipped right to Diaz. Diaz from the free throw line. In and out. Bruce with the rebound. Long pass ahead to Nicholson. Nicholson. Oh, he missed it. Boy, Stuckey kind of hurried that shot. Now it was put back up and in by Bruce. Hopefully Stuckey didn't get hurt. He got landed on there.
Yeah, a little wild there for a little bit, but all of a sudden we got a tie ball game.
Yes. Some of the other Jackson players were paying attention. Oh my goodness, if that would have gone in, what a circus play. We're tied at 48. Bruce. Kirkland with the rebound. Josh Smith. Thomas, up and in.
Jackson takes the lead. Jayhawks still look tired out here, John.
Stuckey, 3-point shot. It's tipped out. Stuckey gets the rebound. Now Kirkland, high archer. Right to Mahan. Mahan dishes it right back. Here's Kirkland in close range, puts it in.
Well, thank goodness for Daryl Kirkland, John, tonight. He's carrying the Jayhawks. He led them at halftime with 16 points. The only other Jayhawk in double figures is Dylan Mulder off the bench with 10.
3-point shot is good by Surface. Kirkland passes on the tray, works through traffic, a little one-hander, gets his own rebound, and is fouled. Fouls on Surface.
No question on that call. Kirkland takes a blow to the face.
He did. Good players do that. After the shot, they follow their shot for the rebound. 100% of your shots don't always go in. So it's good to follow that shot, and he was right there for the rebound. As he makes the first free throw, brings the Jayhawks within 2. He makes them both.
Jackson's got a lot to play for tonight too, John. You know, they're just a game behind the Jayhawks in the standings. They could, you know, jump ahead of them. Maybe Jackson could potentially, depending on what other teams do, host a home district game next week.
And Jackson has won 3 in a row, so they're heating up here late in the season. Drive by Galladay, doesn't go. There's the offensive board. Putback doesn't go. Another offensive board. This time the whistle as Jaeger Surface went up a second time and was fouled. Mahan commits his second foul.
Yeah, that time the Jayhawks just poor blocking out, no defensive rebounding. They let the Jets grab the ball too many times, and eventually that's going to lead to a bucket or free throws.
Surface good on the first free throw. Surface makes them both. Kirkland. Thomas kicks it back out to Surface. And a travel is called on the near side. Jackson turnover.
MCC with 3 reserves on the court right now. Dylan Mulder, Aaron Vile, and John Ivory. At a really key juncture of the game.
Mulder, three-point shot, rebounded by Vile. He dishes over to Kirkland, who is fouled on the putback.
Kirkland has really emerged this year, John. Like we mentioned, leading scorer for the Jayhawks, 21 a game. He's a 6'3" sophomore out of Muskegon. But he's, we've mentioned before, he's so strong that his ability to drive to the basket and go strong with the ball makes him very tough to stop.
He makes good on the first free throw. Second one off the iron. Bruce. In the corner. Surface. Thomas for 3. And it's now a 5-point lead. Surface. This 3 went in and out. Stuckey with a rebound. Mulder leans in, gets the bucket, and is fouled. Mulder at the line, trying to complete the 3-point play and bring the Jayhawks within 2.
Yeah, well, a lot of the Jayhawks, John, tonight look like a step slow. Mulder looks refreshed and ready, playing one of his best games.
Galladay. Thomas. Now Bruce fires a tray. Ball is tipped. Stuckey working through traffic, gives it over to Mulder. Mulder, a little spin move. Now a long pass over to Vile. In the corner. Stuckey pulls the trigger. Up and over the backboard. Jets ball. Brandon Thomas to Surface. 10 on the shot clock. And a whistle as Vile commits the foul. And Thomas will go to the line to shoot 3. That's a tough foul.
It's very tough. You know, Aaron Vile just trying to, you want to play good defense, you want to contest the shot, and sometimes it's hard to stop yourself from making contact.
Thomas now with 20 points.
And it makes it extra painful to have to sit and watch the opposing team shoot free throws.
By the seashore.
Yeah, it's getting late. I'm used to these afternoon games.
Yes.
I'm not used to these evening games.
Thomas makes his second shot. Jets up by 5. And misses the third.
I'm actually waiting for a break in the action so I can eat my Snickers here.
Get
There
that
hasn't been a
energy.
break for a while.
Get that energy. Mulder to Vile. Mulder with a drive. Draws the foul. He'll go line and shoot 2. As Surface commits his third foul.
Jimmy Booth wants to see his team get out and run. In the first half, MCC had 15 fast break points compared to just 4 for Jackson. So Jimmy Booth would like to see a more wide open game.
Yes. Mulder misses the first. He gets a second. Dillon makes the second. 13 points tonight.
Take ball.
Brandon Thomas.
Good. Run through. Take
Galladay.
come up.
Thomas. 10 on the shot clock. Nice block there by Mahan. Jayhawks the other way. Stuckey lays it in.
Great burst of speed there by DeQuavion Stuckey.
Jayhawks within 2. Surface. Seven on the shot clock. Thomas for 3.
Wow, he's killing us, John.
He had 12 points in the first half, and he has 12 more here in the second. Kirkland has his shot partially blocked.
Oh, no call.
Ball is past the head, out of bounds. It's Jayhawk ball.
That time, Daryl Kirkland almost got his head taken off.
Yeah, he did.
And no whistle.
Mulder, far wing, off the iron. Thomas picks up that loose ball.
Jayhawks have a good lineup in here right now. 4 of their starters plus Mulder. A lot of them rested. They should be able to make a little run.
What a nice play by Stuckey. A quick outlet pass to Kirkland, and Kirkland scores.
Well, there's one way to start it there. A quick steal and dunk. See if we can keep this going, John.
Jackson by 3. Approaching the midway point of the second half. Thomas able to save it from going out of bounds. Surface. Thomas, he's been deadly. Oh, he sees a man right down low, and Davis converts. When you're as successful as Brandon Thomas has been with 24 points, the defense sags in on him, and it left the man wide open. Now Stuckey just made a very nice play. Foul on Galladay.
Stuckey crashed hard to the court there, but he popped up, appears to be okay.
Stuckey completes the 3-point play, and it's a 2-point Jackson lead. Thomas. Eight on the shot clock. Out to Galladay, little drive, puts it up, and the rebound's there by John Ivory. Stuckey, 3-point shot, off the iron. Nicholson with the rebound. Bruce. The one-hander is good. Mulder. Kirkland in the corner. 3-point shot, in and out. Bruce with the rebound. Nicholson. Jackson slows it down. Nice job by Kirkland anticipating that pass, and he jams it home. Nicholson is fouled. Ivory called for the foul.
Kirkland and Stuckey right now sparking the Jayhawks here in the second half. And even if the Jayhawks lose this game, John, there's still a chance they could be home Tuesday night. But if they win the game, they clinch that.
They're a lock then, yes. Nicholson, in and out. 8:13 left, a 2-point Jackson lead.
If MCC loses, they will need some help from some of the other games going on tonight around the conference to fall their way in order to host. But it would be better if they just took care of business.
Yes. Andrew Nicholson makes the second. MCC coaches say, hey, the playoffs start tonight. Take care of business tonight, and then head right into districts. Kirkland, high archer, doesn't go. Brandon Thomas. Jackson slows it down. Nicholson, bounce pass to Bruce. Right down low, there's Davis who converts. Stuckey. Ball goes out of bounds. Off Jackson. Jackson Jets up by 5, 7:21 left. Diaz spots up for a tray, a little bit short. Bruce breaks out of the pack. Surface, 3-point shot. Bruce gets the offensive board and the putback.
Too many 3-point shots by the Jayhawks right now, and not much rebounding. It's one and done. Jayhawks need to get something going.
Ivory's fouled from behind. Davis called for his first foul.
We've talked about it all year, John. When the MCC men struggle, it's because there's too much one-on-one stuff, not enough team play, too much just settling for jump shots, and that's what we've seen here over the past 5 minutes. And Jackson all of a sudden is ahead by 7 points. let's see if MCC can get back to sharing the ball, driving to the basket, being more aggressive, and get back in this game.
Ivory makes the first free throw. John makes them both. Plenty of time, just under 7 minutes to go. Nicholson for three.
Oh,
And we have a timeout on the floor. Jackson wants a timeout. 6:39 left to go in the game. Jackson up by 8, 75-67. After the Jackson timeout, it's Jayhawk ball. They're down by 8 points, 75-67. Mulder. Diaz, near wing. Kirkland with the rebound for the Jayhawks. Cuts across the lane, too hard. Another offensive board, and this time the putback is good by Diaz.
Diaz has been struggling tonight. He's our second leading scorer, but that time great offensive rebound and putback.
Let's go. Get out there, sir. Hand out.
Brandon Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Boy, they've been making good passes down low as Davis scores. Mulder. Diaz with the rebound. Kirkland. Kirkland with a drive is fouled. Brandon Thomas commits his 4th foul. Kirkland's free throw, in and out.
The guards for MCC, Kirkland and Stuckey, are keeping them in this game. But really the difference here in the second half, Jackson a much better complete game, inside-out game, where MCC is more perimeter-oriented. They need to get something going inside.
Kirkland makes the 2nd free throw. Michael Bruce out to Nicholson. Bruce with the drive. Diaz with the rebound. Stuckey. Ball is stolen away. Quick hands there by Michael Bruce. Stuckey tried to get the ball right back, but tipped it right to Nicholson. Nicholson is fouled. Ivory called for the foul.
Down under 5 minutes, John, and Jayhawks trail by 7.
Nicholson good on the first free throw.
We need a spark. We need a run here.
Nicholson makes them both. The starting 5 of Jackson all in double figures. Mahan travels.
Mahan's been struggling all night. John, only 2 points at the half.
3-point shot does not go for Surface. Now Kirkland. Blocking foul. Bruce called for his 4th foul. Kirkland to the line. In and out. Two-shot foul, not a 1-and-1. And he misses them both. A rarity for Kirkland.
Yeah, it sure is. That's a sign of a tired player. You lose the legs there in the closing minutes of the game.
Galladay. And technical foul will be assessed to Coach Jimmy Booth.
Things are slipping away from the Jayhawks here, John.
Jackson leads by 9. Surface at the line, shooting 2. Surface makes both of the technical free throws.
Some frustration there for sure. I mean, granted, the Jayhawks have played a lot of games in only a short period of time, but I'm sure Jackson has played similar. So there's really not much of an excuse.
Much better half by Jackson here in the second half. They lead by 11, 3:44 left. Galladay. Nicholson loses the ball out of bounds. It's Jayhawk ball.
Still not over, John, but the Jayhawks have to score pretty much every time down the court.
Plenty of work to do as Stuckey has the ball up on top of the key. Mulder. Rebounded by Davis and a reach-in foul. Fouls on Kirkland. And we have a timeout, 3:16 left. 81-70 Jackson. Jayhawks have been outscored here 37-24 in the second half. They're down by 11. Jayhawks extend that defense into the backcourt. Pass ahead. There's Nicholson. Double teamed in the corner. Dishes out to Surface. Jackson happy with getting time off of that clock. Now Galladay. Drives the bucket. Loose ball picked up by Stuckey. Along the near side. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson. Mulder. Mahan with a rebound, and he is fouled. Nicholson commits his second foul.
As hot as Dylan Mulder was in the first half, he had 10 points. He's been just that cold for the Jayhawks in the second. And now we can't buy a free throw.
Yeah, frustration. Mahan makes 1 of 2. Galladay. Now Surface for 2. Kirkland. Nicholson. Jayhawks will start fouling pretty soon. We approach 2 minutes to go in the game. Galladay. Mulder with a rebound. Kirkland, long three-point shot, a little bit short. Davis with a rebound.
Time's running out on the Jayhawks, John Arter.
Very frustrating for the Jayhawks tonight. Pass goes out of bounds, Jayhawk ball.
Certainly anyone's game at halftime. Like you mentioned, Jayhawks were leading 46-44. Playing at home, seemed to be in good shape, but the second half, they've just totally run out of steam.
Kirkland puts it up and in, and it's fouled. Keegan Davis commits his second foul. Completes the three-point play. Nicholson. Dishes off. Davis. Rebounded by Josh Smith. Kirkland, three-point shot. Is good.
Just like that, we're within 6.
It's a 6-point game. Nicholson. Barely across the timeline. Under a minute to go.
24-22.
No need to foul here.
12 on
Still
the shot
plenty of
clock.
time.
Stuckey called for the foul. A 1-and-1 with Andrew Nicholson at the line. Nicholson misses. Mahan with a rebound.
Big miss there.
Jayhawks need a 3. Kirkland. Rebounded there by Thomas. Thomas slows things down. 24 seconds left, and Stuckey commits the foul. Thomas will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, Jayhawks only trail by 6 points, John. They let Jackson take too much time off the clock there.
Yes.
They need to be all over them, either trying to force a turnover, and if they don't get it, fouling. But now time's ticking away.
Thomas makes the first free throw. Makes it a 3-possession game now. He makes them both. Jackson wants a timeout. 23 seconds left. They leave. 85-77. We'll be right back. Jayhawk ball, 23 seconds left. Kirkland to inbound. Stuckey along the near side. Bounce past the Mahan, gets his man up in the air. Leans forward. The putback is up and good by Mahan. 16 seconds left. Foul in the backcourt on Diaz. Not sure they wanted to foul Mr. Brandon Thomas. He has 26 points on the night. You don't have too many choices once they inbound. So.
No, that's right, especially with only 15 seconds remaining. You can't be too selective. And so we just got to hope that Brandon Thomas, the sophomore out of Ypsilanti, misses one or maybe both.
It's a 1-and-1. Makes the first. He has 27 points. He makes them both. Mulder to inbound. Diaz. On the near side, he's double teamed. Dishes it right back, and they're right to Nicholson. Nicholson is fouled by Kirkland in the backcourt. 6 seconds left.
That's about going to do it.
I think you're right, Tom. Very sure you're right. Jackson will now be 11-7 in conference play, and the Jayhawks will drop to 11-7.
We're just going to have to wait and see.
Yes. Lake Michigan is also entering the game tonight, 10-7, so they could finish 11-7. They have a 3-team logjam at third place. See how the tiebreakers work out.
And only 2 of those 3 would be hosting a game on Tuesday, so we shall see.
Mulder, a 3-point shot, doesn't go, and there goes the buzzer. The Jackson Jets defeating the Jayhawks 88-79. As we just mentioned, they're 11-7 in conference play, while the Jayhawks dropped to 11-7. And Tom, Kendra, that was just there's a long cold spell for the Jayhawks. Very frustrating, as you mentioned. A lot of games, 6 games in 10 days.
Yeah, that's right. They clearly ran out of gas there in the second half. They slipped back to some of their old ways of relying too much on the outside shot and being one and done. And they paid the price with a loss tonight. Hopefully it doesn't mean the loss of a home game next week. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Once again, 88-79. The women's team winning 62-38 to win the Western Conference and get ready to play this Saturday. This Saturday at 3 o'clock. The Macomb Community College Monarchs will be coming here to Bartels Roadie. Come on out here to Bartels Roadie Gymnasium. If you can't, join Tom and I here on MCC TV. We want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job tonight. Our camera person, Eric Taylor, great shots of Jayhawk basketball. And Rod Van Nortwick in the booth, our director and producer for MCC TV. So for my partner, Tom Kendra, this is John Arter saying so long. See you Saturday at 3 o'clock on MCC TV.